Unit 7 Further Education Speaking Part 2. Describe an important exam you took. You should say what the exam was, when you took it, what you had to do to prepare for it, and explain how you felt about the exam. I'd like to talk about an important exam I took, which was my university entrance exam. It's a big deal for most high school students in Vietnam because it decides whether you can get into a good university or not. I took this exam right after I graduated from high school, so it was around June. It was one of the most challenging periods of my life. To prepare for it, I had to really study hard. The exam required us to sit 3 different tests, depending on the subject group we chose. For me, I focused on mathematics, literature, and English. I signed up for extra tutoring classes after school, and I spent hours every day going over past papers and reviewing all the key concepts. It was exhausting, but I knew I had to stick with it if I wanted to do well. On the exam day, I felt incredibly nervous, but also a little excited. I'd put so much effort into preparing, and I just wanted to get it over with. The tests were tough, but I managed to stay calm and focus on each question. After finishing, I felt a mix of relief and anxiety, waiting for the results. In the end, my hard work paid off, and I got into the university I wanted. It was such a rewarding experience, and it taught me the value of sticking to a goal and pushing through tough times. Looking back, I feel proud of how I handled the pressure, and it's a moment I'll always remember.
Perspectives on modern education. Dr. Lin, a policy expert at the Ministry of Education and Training, is one of the key figures shaping national education reform. She believes students need more than just academic qualifications. They need a thorough understanding of how education applies to the real world. As part of her mission, she has pushed for the computerization of education, encouraging schools to use cutting-edge programs to improve learning. She also strongly supports tuition grants for students from disadvantaged families, especially those in remote parts of the country. Dr. Lin sees tertiary education as an intrinsic part of long-term development, but says access must be equal. She argues that an all-round education, combining theory, tech skills, and communication, should be available to all students. She also advocates for an analytical approach to learning and recently helped launch a satellite monitoring system to track digital education access in rural areas. James is a biology major at the undergraduate level, currently studying at an institution of higher education in Australia. Before starting university, he took a gap year, volunteering with wildlife organizations and helping students in remote parts of Southeast Asia. That time abroad gave him a clear grasp of the education system and the importance of cultural exchange. During his degree, James also got a certificate in marine biology and hopes to specialize in an area related to ocean conservation. He believes young people should be exposed to real-world problems early and should learn to balance theory with practice. He says that virtually all students benefit from practical experience, not just lectures. He supports vocational training and thinks too many people overstate the value of degrees. James believes students should learn to prioritize experience over grades when needed. Lin, a recent school graduate from Vietnam, is preparing to secure a place in a university. The process is highly stressful, as she competes with thousands of other students in one of Asia's most populous countries. She is currently preparing for her entrance examination by doing constant revision for the test. Her parents, who come from a modest background, pay her bus fares to attend weekend classes and have made sacrifices to support her studies. Lin wants to get a diploma in early childhood education and eventually teach at a kindergarten. She hopes to attend an accredited school that offers financial support. Although sometimes in two minds about her academic path, Lin continues to study hard and hand in essays on time. She has also expressed concern about students who are caught cheating or misbehaving under academic pressure. Professor Miles teaches at a prestigious university in the UK and is known for his critical take on modern education. He believes a major step toward reform is to ensure schools provide both academic depth and ethical guidance. In his view, students should not just pass tests, but also cope well with pressure, discuss ideas freely, and apply what they've learned. He often asks students to analyze social issues and encourages discussion about controversial topics. While he agrees with academic standards, he says we must not underestimate the value of vocational training, especially for those suited to a job that